Ronald, to start with, how much are you looking forward to the serious business starting now?
It was serious from the beginning, but of course it's the Premier League is starting this Saturday, and it's all about points, winning games, and that's the difference between the pre-season and the start of the season in the Premier League. And but we are working hard. Of course, new manager, new aspects in football, and but okay, we know there's different ways to get in Rome. We know that, and but okay. Anyway, it's always difficult to say if you are really prepared for the start, because that's difficult with the changes in the team. And okay, but it's a little bit the doubt for every manager before starting the season.
So how do you feel about the business that you've done this week with John Stones having gone to Manchester City and Ashley Williams having come in?
No, of course, I knew already a long time about the situation of John Stones, and that's okay. That was his wish. If there is any offer for the club and the club is accepting that offer, then he can leave the club. And then what we have to do is to prepare ourselves and to get new players in, new player on his position, and that's Ashley Williams.
What will Ashley bring?
He will bring leadership to the team. He will bring experience to the team. He knows the Premier League a long time, and but he's still not available for the weekend because he started late because the Euros, and of course about last week all the business between Swansea, between Everton. He did not really training sessions with the team, and I hope that he can be ready after 10 days of training for next weekend.
Where are you at as well, Ronald, in attempts to bring in Yannick Bolasie and Lamine Kone as well?
Yeah, but I don't talk about rumours, players who still in contracts of other teams. I speak about players who signed a contract to Everton, and when everything is done, but not about rumours. I don't like that from other managers, and I don't do that.
If we speak in general terms, then what do you feel you still need to bring in to strengthen your squad?
Okay, that's business where we have discussions with the board, with Steve Walsh in, but we have 3 new signings: one goalkeeper, Maarten Stekelenburg, Idrissa, and Ashley Williams, and we will do business for 3-4 more players.
There's also obviously been a lot of speculation surrounding Lukaku's future. How confident are you of keeping hold of him? What would you, or how do you assess his situation at the moment?
Okay, he's still Everton player. He has a contract to Everton. And finally, the board of the club make that kind of decisions. Of course, I like to keep all my best players, but I know football, I know business. Let's wait. We have 3 more busy weeks, and that's the most difficult in the football at the moment, that you start the season, but the 11 starting players of this Saturday maybe will be not the 11 starting players over 3 weeks, and that's really difficult. But okay, we need to accept that, and but it's difficult.
Is it right though that there's still been no firm offer for Lukaku from Chelsea?
I don't speak about offers, contracts, about players.
But there was also talk though that he could be offered an improved deal. Is that something that the club is looking
No,
at?
the club is doing everything to keep, and I mentioned that before, to keep all the players we like to keep in the team.
Finally, we will be able to move off transfers soon, but there's been speculation surrounding Jagielka as well, that maybe Sunderland had inquired about him. What is the situation there?
I don't know. He's Everton player. He's the captain of the team, and we don't have really a lot of centre backs. And if you play with 2 centre backs at least, and I like and I need 4 good centre backs. And if you count our centre backs, then of course there is no way that Jack will leave the club.
Yes, was here in terms of the interest from Palace or even Hull as well.
Yes, but I don't know the stage of that interest at the moment. Of course, he can make his transfer because he's not, in my opinion, the future what we need in his position. And okay, I hope the best for the boy.
What are your expectations for the season, Ronald?
Okay, of course, it's always nice to start the season, but we are not at the level what we need to be, and not in terms of players, not in terms of physical states, because I think we are in the physical state 70% of what we need to be, and we're working hard. We will improve, but that's a different way of training, different way of thinking about football, about the level in the Premier League. And we need to improve. And but okay, the team will be strong at Saturday, and we play against a really strong team who had not really a lot of changes, and that's always positive. That's always good, and we don't have that. But okay, anyway, it's football, and you can win against everybody.
You mentioned Ashley not being available. Obviously, we know about the injury to Mo Besic as well.
Yeah.
Any other problems facing your selection?
Yeah, we have the injury of Lukaku. He's doubtful for the weekend about his cut, what he had in the last friendly. And we have Koeman with an ankle injury, and he's also doubtful for the weekend.
Obviously frustrating, but as well as you having to have done business, there's been rule changes in the Premier League as well. I just wonder what you make of how the authorities have implemented or looking to implement them with dissent towards referees and clamping down on that with a red card. Obviously, it's no longer a red card as well for genuine attempts.
I think that's a very good decision, because in my opinion the punishment is already by the penalty, and for goalkeepers to get a red card is not what we like, and I think that's a good decision to change that. And we will see if they maybe they are in the beginning very strict, and I hope they will be strict till the end of the season for every team, and not make difference between the strong ones and the not so strong ones.
Can I ask you about the start to the season? I know when you were at Southampton a couple of years ago, you had a really good start. I think you finished 7th. How important is it this time in what's going to be a really competitive Premier League? Is it important for you to get off to a good start, not just on Saturday, but over the first half dozen games?
No, it's always the best to have a good start in the season, because that gives really the confidence what you need to play. And but okay, in our situation, it's for example more difficult than than a situation of Tottenham. If you compare that, and okay, we will see what we can do. But of course, it's always the best to have a good start. But at Southampton, we had one time a good start, and last year we did not have a really good start, but we had a good finish. And okay, and we know, all of us know, that the squad will be not the same on this time than it will be on the end of the month.
When you say you're about 70% at the moment, at what point do you hope to be fully up to 100%?
2-3 weeks, yeah. But that don't mean that we will start to play on 70%. But in physical states, if I compare the numbers of the physical states of the players, it's 70%, and Southampton was 100%.
What do you want to achieve here long term? I mean, you've already had good backing from the owners and the board.
Yeah, but of course it's a really a nice challenge. It's a big project, and that project is starting, and that project will be not completed after 2 months. We need more time, but that's what everybody mentioned. But in our way of thinking, it needs time, and we know in football normally you don't have time. You need to win from the start, but I think it is enough good reasons to explain why we need more time.
And what will the emotions be before that game on Saturday when you step out? I know you've already taken control of a game at Goodison, but in a Premier League game for the first time?
Yeah, that's very nice, and I'm looking forward. It's a full house, sold out, and we need the support, and we will get the support if we do really our job, and if we show our fans to be committed to Everton, and if we show really that spirit, what you need to win the game.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
I was going to check if Darren Gibson's fitness such as
They are
for the weekend.
they are fit for the weekend, yes.
And Todd Browning and Matthew Pennington.
No, they not. Browning is out, and Pennington had an injury last week and will be out for several months. As his hamstring, and okay, what happened the last time in Germany was okay to get it better, and was doing by operation.